Hey, what's happening, people? I'm Tony, and today I want to talk with you about this photo shoot we did on the beach the other day, and it was for a social media clothing line campaign ad, and I use a couple of different techniques which I would like to share with you. I wanted to reverse the classical outdoor shoot when you underexpose the ambient and just bring the flash to illuminate your subject to proper exposure. This time I wanted to overexpose the background, and I turned my subject with the back towards the sun to have it backlit, and I underexposed my subject, and I brought back the exposure with the flash, and I was able to keep the flash in the same direction as the sun, and maybe like 20-30 degrees in front of my subject to kind of like blend the light together better. This way I create a lighter background, and I think it creates more depth. Also, I was shooting at f2.8, and I separate my subject from the background even better, and with the contrast you get from the dark clothes, I think it looks much better. The final images, we always plan to have that trendy social media look with the crushed blacks, you know, a little blow in the shadows and warm highlights. I was shooting at 2.8, and with so much ambient light, I have to use high-speed sync. Usually I like to use an ND filter, but this time I was using the high-speed sync. And because I was planning to have the subject moving all the time, I have to go like in rapid fire. And using full power on the flash was not working because it was taking too much time for flash to recycle. In order to help the flash a little bit, I use this Fresnel lens reflector, because it increases the power output on my flash more than 10 times. They say, I think they claim it's 13 times. And the lens itself, it increases the apparent size of my flash, and it helps minimizing or diminish a little bit the specular highlights on the subject. And with this setup, I was able to have the power setting on my flash at 16, and you know, the recycling was very minimal. I was able to rapid fire continuously. We wanted to keep the subject moving all the time because we want to have a more casual or lifestyle look in the pictures. This modifier works really well with all the bones mount flashes. Even works with the Godox 8200 very well, even with the exposed flash too, because it's pretty deep, the lens is in front. It is very inexpensive modifier. It's almost the same price as the Profoto Fresnel lens for the 810 or the 82, but this is way more versatile. And I think you can have a bunch of creative looks just using this flash, because it has a very different, distinct look. It's still a hard light, but you don't have that sharp edges. The edges get a little bit more soft, and I think it looks very good. And because we plan to have our subject moving, we decided to have somebody walking with the flash handheld in front of the subject, maybe 8-10 feet, and keep the same distance all the time from the subject to have a consistent exposure, and just walking back and while I was shooting. And to make the things a little bit easier, I use the Godox Explore 600, and also I use this head extension. And basically you take your flash bulb from the flash, you put the body in this carry-on bag, which it's a shoulder bag, so it works pretty good. And you just connect your flash via this cable, and you can have the head, and you can carry this bag, you know, very easy. And it works really good. It works very good when you have to move fast and you need a powerful light to move around. To establish the exposure, I took a mirror reading from a subject towards the sun to make sure that the ambient will not gonna burn the highlights. And was a little song and dance with the flash, because I was shooting on high-speed sync. And when you try to get the proper exposure and high-speed sync via TTL, special when you're moving on a bright beach, you have the bright sand, dark clothes, everything was not consistent. And I just took a couple of shots to make sure that I get the right amount of light, what I like. And was at 16 power. I was using the Canon R5 with a 70-100mm lens. I was shooting at f2.8. Shutter speed was 2500, and the flash power was 16. And I was trying to keep everything consistent. We move around and keep trying to keep the same distance from the subject, and it worked really, really well. It's very important when you use different flashes from the Godox family and use the remote trigger, you have to choose what flash you are dealing with. And for each shoot via remote, you can choose, I have to choose the 600, and also I have to make sure that I engage the high-speed sync on the remote too. I wanted to share this video with you because I hope somebody will get some inspiration to try new things with new modifiers and location. You always have to find new ways to express yourself, and don't be afraid to fail. I think I was having the plan B for this shoot if the high-speed sync with the Fresnel was not working. I had an ND filter with me, and I was I knew I can cut the ambient 5 stops, get on the sync speed of the camera, and use the reflector or a small softbox, and I was be able to do the shoot. But I wanted something new, and I really liked, and I really like how the images turn out. And please let me know if you guys try something new. I would really like to learn from you too, like to try new things. Like if you guys have different setups or some unusual way to do your photo shoots, please comment below and let me know, because I really want to try and explore more new things all the time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please check out my channel for more lighting tutorials and gear reviews. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.